Hello, today I'll be doing a brief philosophical lecture on the rule of P equals NP regarding the objective reality pertaining to the provability of God's existence in theology. So the P equals NP problem is one of these most profoundest open questions in, computer science, mathematics, philosophy of logic, modal theory, combinatorics, etc. It asks whether every problem whose solution can be verified in polynomial time can also be solved in polynomial time. So what can be verified in polynomial time is NP, what can be solved is P. The implications of a proof that P equals NP would extend far behind computation, therefore resculpting how the objective reality is then interpreted and manifested, and then whether objective reality itself is one of God's existence is a solution that can be verified in polynomial time. So if P equals NP, then the boundary between recognition and creation dissolves. Problems once thought intractable, from optimizing global logistics to decoding cryptographical systems of metaphysics, epistemology, etc., or even theology, become solvable within this rationale, this kind of Bekenstein and Bremer lens limit bound, and cryptography would collapse as, these encryption methods rely on the hardness and difficulty of factoring these astronomical numbers. So optimization problems, like the travel and salesman problem, would therefore revolutionize much in, mathematics and logic and philosophy. So philosophically, the role of P equals NP is something that really is profound and thought-provoking. Now, if this pertains also of objective reality, but P equals NP reveals something about the provability of God's existence and solvability to solution in P equals NP real time. It's such that the omniverse, or if you don't believe in the multiverse theory of many worlds, you can believe in the universe, may be computationally translucent. The distinction between what is difficult to serve versus easy to verify is not really a kind of a necessary rigid designator, but it's contingent. This would imply that objective reality is structured in a way that complex logical and mere topological and mathematical complexity are always reducible to ontological simplicity, given the most, likely to win in the endgame algorithm. So, in other words, the cosmogony and the omniversal cosmos are all algorithmically accessible, and therefore the limits of not only human knowledge but post-human knowledge would be profound. And this is inherently mind-boggling. So the conclusion here is that the role of P equals NP to prove that objective realities exist means it's to kind of fundamentally dissolve the membrane between kind of what can be quantum observed versus what can be solved. So in very pragmatic terms, P equals NP, and therefore by representing objective reality, it pertains to panplatogony and panplatonism of the algorithmics of information itself. This Hegelian dialectic between what is contingent in the external world, versus what is encoded in the purely information set theoretic world, are blended into this alpha bond of P equals NP. Now, is God objective reality in the P equals NP sense? Well, if God represents, if objective reality is provable to exist, meaning P equals NP point to every possible abstract object across every possible world, and then you use a truth maker table to deduct kind of the sum, the infinite sum that represents the precise quantity and mathematical quantum chemical structure of that objective reality, and wherever that represents God may very well be, if you're a mathematical idealist or Platonist at all. So anyways, the conclusion here is that if if P equals NP proves that objective reality exists via being not merely contingent, but being applied to all possible abstract objects maximized to their ultimate factorials within the Bemerman or Bekenstein limits of this possible world, then it reveals something about, therefore, if objective reality exists. Now, objective reality exists in this mathematical, quantum chemical kind of, ring or molecular structure, then wherever that's God is kind of perhaps reducible to those meteorology of why mathematics pre-exists at all. So thank you so much, and I hope you enjoyed this brief lecture.